You're finally here, researcher. Is this really your first order of business as the new boss? Oh, stop fussing. Everything worked out fine. And anyway, what about you? Planning to make Kylo your permanent home or something?
Whew. I didn't expect the researcher to have some real skills.
Public Security Officer Carol reporting in.
Have you seen the #1 trending search on Echo? Apparently, Secretary General Kieran will be hosting an emergency press conference tonight at 10 p.m. to address the public controversy surrounding Omnium research.
It was your plan that saved the world, sir. I'm sure the public will understand.
You're really pretty. Yes, during its return, the Asher encountered an unidentified flying object, causing half of the cabin to disappear, along with a little girl named Carrot. I know we've had our differences concerning Gestos and the use of Omnium, but this child has nothing to do with any of it. Yes, the ship's final distress signal came from Asperia. Thanks.
The Gestos system is mostly back up and running. Apart from 2 separate servers set aside for studying and preserving the alteration virus, the network is now virus-free. I've tried to help you track Shirley, but there's no trace of any data source in the foundational layer. In other words, Shirley isn't there right now.
Where's Shirley gone? Is it possible she's in the surface layer now?
That's what I'm thinking. After you resolved the Gestos crisis, The system's foundation categorized and transferred Shirley's data to the surface layer so it could be fully restored. Shirley isn't like you. She entered the network because of the Void Piercer, and doesn't have the Authorizer Auth, nor the Authorizer's terminal. That means she can't leave the surface layer on her own.
So you're saying that if I find her and use my Authorizer's terminal to disconnect her from the network's world, she'll regain consciousness?
Very good. I actually tried to enter the surface layer to search for her, but for some reason, I was denied access. It looks like you might be the only one who can get in now.
Thank you, Plotty. I've got this from here. I'll find Shirley. But the network's world is vast. Where could Shirley possibly be?
Child Safety Handbook, Chapter 3, Rule 1. If a child is missing, report it right away. The nearest officer will help you search the city's surveillance system.
Well, that could work, but Shirley isn't part of the network, and she doesn't have a fake researcher persona made by Plotty like I do. I doubt the citizen system here has any record of her.
Mia has no options remaining.
You just reminded me. Even if I can't get Rosalind's help, I'm from Wednesday.
Mia does not understand you.
Have you forgotten? Wednesday has the most brilliant hacker in all of Ida, Grey Fox. As long as Shirley's in the surface layer, Grey Fox will definitely find a way to track her down.
Understood. Mia is navigating to Odin's Tavern.
Every drink in our bar has its own story. Since you're new here, why not start with some of our classics, like the Hammer of Thor or Tear's Edge?
I don't want either of those.
Huh? What do you want then? How about my special recommendation, the Rainbow Bridge?
I'll have a Gungnir, please.
It seems you came prepared. But I must warn you, this is a very strong drink.
It's also a drink? I thought it was a code phrase for the bartender when someone wants to see Wednesday.
Can you just follow the script, please? I promise you'll get to see Wednesday. Just let me finish what I've got to say first. I've practiced this for ages. All right, listen carefully. Gungnir, the Spear of Destiny, is Odin's weapon. And when it's thrown, it never misses its mark. In the mythology of humanity's home planet, they say a shooting star is actually Gungnir being thrown. That's why humans make wishes when they see one. So, since you've ordered a Gungnir, please make your wish.
I wish Wednesday can help me find my dog. It ran out of the door yesterday when I opened it for the delivery, and I couldn't catch it.
Lost your dog, huh? Piece of cake. Just give me a photo and I promise we'll find it within 24 hours.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Hey, look who it is! No need for introductions. What can I get you to drink?
Seeing others ordering Gungnirs here really takes me back. When I first came here to ask Bagus for a drink, I never thought I'd end up being a member of Wednesday. Oh yeah, where's Bagus today? I can't believe he still trusts you to manage the tavern. Isn't he worried you'll break more cups?
Don't even talk about him! Bagus is such a swindler. He's always trying to exploit me for free labor.
Huh?
I have no idea how he managed to get Odin's Tavern onto the list of social work service hours. He said I'd broken too many cups before, so I had to make it up to him. Then he packed his bags, said he was going on a trip, and left me here to work my butt off.
That's not so bad, is it? I mean, if you've got to do your social work somewhere, Odin's Tavern is certainly a cozy option.
I guess. Odin's Tavern is often open at night, too, so I get double pay. That means I might be free sooner than I thought. But you haven't ordered yet.
I didn't come here for a drink. I'm looking for Grey Fox. Is she around?
Haven't you guys already arranged a meetup? She's been waiting for you at the usual spot, you know. Oh, and don't forget the dog photo.
Hi, Grey Fox. A guest just dropped off this photo, saying it's of their lost dog. Anka asked me to give it to you. Also, Anka mentioned you were waiting for me?
Finding the dog will be a piece of cake. Just leave it to 7. As for you, I'm guessing you're here to ask about Shirley, right?
Do you know where she is? Wait, do you even know Shirley?
I know Shirley, and I know that neither of you belong here. To you, I'm just a piece of data.
Data? Is that what Gesthos told you? I don't know exactly what he said, but I've never regarded our Wednesday friends as just data. You're all just as real to me as anyone in the outside world, my friends. Everything we've been through together isn't just fiction to me.
Do your people feel the same way as you do?
Do you mean Plotty?
Plotty? Is that someone you know in that world? Never mind. It doesn't matter to me. We won't be meeting anytime soon, anyway.
If you wish to meet, it's possible. Plotty can come here just like I can. We call this an auth.
Okay, so you can access the network as an authorizer who forms a cybernetic link with Gesthos. I figured this out when we first entered the smart city. But that's not what I'm talking about.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Gesthos gave me the green light. Here on Ida, the network-simulated planet, I'm the world's gatekeeper, ID Heimdall. Your team can only enter the network-simulated world of Ida with my permission.
But you just said you wouldn't meet with Plotty. So does that mean no one else gets in here except me?
Yep.
I don't understand. Why are you doing this?
You're right. We're not just data. We're alive. To us, this isn't a fictional world. It's our home. Our reality. What about you? This is your lost history, packed with secrets wiped out by the Cataclysm 50 years ago. For your scholars, it's the ultimate relic. The inhabitants here are basically data generated by Gesthos, used as key research subjects to study life, consciousness, and the connection between the body and soul. They are the cheapest experimental resources. For regular folk, this might feel like the most realistic game ever made. I've heard it's a wasteland out there. Can you really guarantee no one would choose to live here?
I never gave these issues much thought before, but now I see how serious they are. It's gonna take a lot of time and effort to solve them.
Simply put, if I were one of your kin, I wouldn't let a treasure like this slip away. That's why, to protect our way of life here, we can't just let outsiders wander in. Your solutions sound too complicated and hard to carry out. Our entire existence depends on Gesthos, which you control. And honestly, we don't think that's fair.
I understand. I'll let the people on the outside know how you feel and do my best to speak for you. But just so you know, these decisions aren't mine to make on my own.
Thanks, but don't sweat it too much. Once I crack this brain in a vat thing, I might just find a way for everyone here to be on equal footing with you guys. Only then will we finally have a truly fair conversation.
Brain in a vat? Looks like Ida's top hacker has dived into the most intriguing game of their life. Still, I'm a bit surprised you'd willingly become Gesthos' gatekeeper.
I'm telling you, this wasn't my call. It's all Gesthos' fault. After he showed me the truth of this world, we struck a deal. I have to guard the gate here until I figure out how to break free from the brain in a vat. All right, I've told you everything you need to know. I've been pretty busy recently, so you'd better get on with your own stuff. Before Gesthos went into hibernation, he mentioned that your friend Shirley got stuck in the code world and asked me to help you track her down. Don't worry, she'll be safe. While you were gone, she was exploring Asperia on her own and seemed quite happy. Their surveillance shows she's still around, so you should head over there.
Shirley!
Authorizer, Mia, it's been a while. Seeing the three of us here like this. Shirley, it's been so long. Shirley, you look amazing.
Mia?
Mia said it wrong. Thank you, Mia. I really like the way I am now, too.
Mia, head to the back door and send the message that Shirley is safe.
Will do. Asperia in the network is pretty beautiful, right?
Yeah, it's so lively and vibrant. Totally different from the outside world of Asperia. Shirley, how have you been holding up here all this time?
Don't worry about me. I'm doing fine here. Your Wednesday friends have been taking good care of me.
Speaking of which, how come you know about Wednesday?
After you helped Void Piercer save Gesthos, Void Piercer went into the backup restoration system, and I got swept away by a data stream to Odin's tavern entrance. As I opened my eyes, I saw a note on the tavern door that read, "Closed for the day due to the owner celebrating."
Owner celebrating? Was that the day Anka planned the Wednesday gathering to watch the fireworks?
You saw the fireworks too? I searched everywhere that day and couldn't find you. I was so sad. Then, the sky lit up with fireworks, and I met this super cute girl. The next day, Miss Grey Fox from Wednesday reached out to me, saying she's a friend of yours. She gave me a place to stay, showed me around this world, and reassured me not to worry, promising that you'd come for me. I've just been wandering around while waiting for you. When I get tired, I drop by Odin's Tavern to chill. It's a bit like those short trips you read about in travel blogs.
It seems like you've been doing well and getting along quite nicely with Wednesday.
Speaking of Wednesday, that bartender Anka is quite the character. She told me all about your adventures and often cracks jokes to make me laugh. Her drinks are a bit tough to handle, though.
Have you tried that rainbow bridge she's always raving about?
Oh, you've tried it too! It was really awful. But she had this hopeful look on her face, and I couldn't bring myself to tell her the truth, so I ended up drinking it all.
Now it's just the two of us here. You don't need to worry about anyone else's feelings or hold anything back. So, will you answer my question honestly?
What are you going to ask me?
Compared to being the Nemesis, an angel of clemency, do you prefer who you are now in the network? It's not because Asperia here is more beautiful and bustling now than when we first encountered it. And it's not because life here is more peaceful. It's because here, you're not seen as the Nemesis or some weird machine. Here, just like in the shelter, you can simply be yourself.
I'm sorry. I must sound really selfish and have let you down, right?
There's no need to apologize, Shirley. You didn't do anything wrong. You became an aberration for Zeke and everyone in the shelter, and turned into the Nemesis because of the Sage's conspiracy. You don't like becoming a cold, unfeeling machine or being turned into a weapon. You're drawn to this beautiful world and value who you are now. These are perfectly human feelings. If you want, I can stick around a bit longer. Let me think. Have you checked out Sylvia Business Street yet? Oh, and there's the Astra building. I've heard it has the best cinema in Asperia.
Authorizer, I never intended to stay here forever. I just wanted to explore this world as much as possible before you came looking for me. Trying to hold on to the feelings I'd lost. On my first night here, I had nowhere to go, so I ended up sleeping on a park bench despite the icy wind. But I wasn't upset at all. Actually, I felt really happy. I'd almost forgotten how the cold can make you shiver uncontrollably. Lately, I've been swimming at the beach here, enjoying the scorching sand under my feet. I got hit by a volleyball from some beachgoers and was knocked over by a wave. When I got back up, the breeze made me shiver since I was soaking wet. Then I remembered how my brother used to take me swimming at the beach back in Asperia. Those were such happy times.
Shirley, about Zeke.
Let's head back now. No matter how beautiful it is here, it's not where I truly belong. Like I told Nem, if those things hadn't happened, I wouldn't have had this chance to live with my brother again. We can't change the past, but
The future is still undecided. My time here felt like a secret, extended vacation. Now that it's over, it's time for me to return.
I get it. But before we head back, I've got some good news to share with you.
Good news?
After you and Nem entered Gesthos, something happened. Zeke remembers everything now. He knows you're his sister, and has been waiting for you to wake up.
My brother remembers me! That's amazing! He must be really worried about me. Let's hurry back. How do we get there?
Leave that to me. I'll teach you. Just like you once taught me how to use the Space Rift. Shirley, this is the system's back door. With the device here, I can send you back.
Authorizer. Shirley.
Shirley? Where's Shirley?
It seems Shirley can't access this place. The Authorizer's terminal has an error. This doesn't make any sense.
What's going on? This shouldn't be happening. Mia, let's go back and check it out. I tried to access the back door, but I couldn't bring you with me. I guess I didn't do it right. I'll give it another try.
you stuck?
It's not entirely impossible. How about this? Mia can send a message to your brother to let him know you're safe. Meanwhile, I'll head to the Smart City to check on Nem. The Smart City Control Center is only accessible to authorizers. Right now, you can't access or enter the back door. Stay at the tavern and wait for my news. Anka and Grey Fox will take care of you. Don't worry, I promise I'll find a way to bring you back. I'll be back soon. I promise.
Authorizer!
Antoria, what are you doing here?
I've been waiting for you, of course. You may not know it yet, but I'm actually a great prophet. I foresaw that you'd come looking for my help, so I came to find you first.
You're still saying strange stuff like that, huh? But I'm glad you're all right. I was a little worried about you and the defense forces.
Worried about me? There's no need for that. Since you completed the reality reshaping program, the Temporal Anomaly Response Force and I have been living normal lives again for a while now. Speaking of which, the rent in Astra skyrocketed. It's tripled since I first arrived in Asperia. Luckily, my commander allowance covers it. Otherwise, I'd be living on the streets here.
You're renting a place?
Sure. When I first entered hyperspace, I'd never thought I'd make it back. So I sold everything I owned and left my 12-year-old cat with a friend to take care of. And there I was, back in Asperia with no place to stay, no clothes to wear, and nothing to eat. You have no idea how exhausting it was to start over, especially since I came back on the weekend. I couldn't get anything done. It was maddening.
All right. I'll listen to your complaints about city life later. But right now, there are more important things to deal with.
Wait a second. Allow me, the great prophet, to take a guess. You've got an important friend, and you're here to help her, right? And that friend, she's a gentle and charming girl with long hair who shared countless experiences with you, and her name is... Shirley.
Wow, you actually foresaw that, Great Prophet. You discussed it with Void Piercer when you were in the foundational layer, right?
Oh dear, you've seen right through me. To be honest, we didn't talk much. I've only met Miss Shirley once, and before we could really chat, Void Piercer showed up again. Back then, in the foundational layer, it felt like only one of them could appear at a time. Void Piercer spoke briefly, mostly just to explain Shirley's presence to me.
So, Great Prophet and Perfect Authorizer, with all your knowledge, when were you planning to fill me in on all this?
Don't rush. You just said there's plenty of time in the future to listen to me vent.
The future can wait. Today, there's something crucial I need to handle. You mentioned Shirley. She's my most important friend, and she's stuck in the network's world. I need to find a way to get her out.
You should be more patient with me. After all, I'm the world's one and only perfect authorizer. You're so smart, yet you still haven't figured out why I know so much? Surely you've pieced together my connection to Gesthos by now. If you want to rescue Shirley, you need to consider what makes the perfect authorizer truly unique.
Do you know how we can get Shirley out of here?
Are you ready to indulge in my ramblings now?
It all depends on what you're rambling about. I've been helping you on the foundational layer for Void Piercer's sake, but that doesn't mean I don't have doubts about your bizarre actions and words.
Shirley has spent too much time in the network's world, entering the foundational layer without the Authorizer's terminal. As a result, the data source of her consciousness is now deeply integrated into the system. In other words, Shirley is now like those friends you've encountered in the network's world. She's become a part of it. She's no longer a person from the real world, and this change is irreversible.
But you can fix this, can't you?
You still remember what you just called me, Authorizer?
Just now? Oh, Great Prophet and Perfect Authorizer.
Bingo! The system's recognition of Shirley's data source of consciousness can be altered, reducing her integration with the network. As the Perfect Authorizer, this is just one of the many abilities I possess.
Gesthos once told me that I'd become the Perfect Authorizer one day. Is the Perfect Authorizer not something innate? Can it actually be created?
Do you remember that strange move I made before the showdown with Nem?
So what exactly did you do to me back then? Is it related to the Perfect Authorizer?
It was the Perfect Authorizer source code. The source code integrates deeply with the data source of your consciousness, impacting your real-world body. It is entirely unique and cannot be replicated. To become the Perfect Authorizer, you just need to complete the final step of the auth activation process. I'm going to take you to the Smart City Design Institute. Back when the Smart City was still in its design phase, all experiments related to Gesthos were conducted there. The Smart City Design Institute can help you complete the auth activation process. Once activated, you'll officially become the Perfect Authorizer, allowing Shirley to return to the real world and reunite with her brother.
Let's go then.
This is the Smart City Design Institute. It's been so long since I was last here, yet it looks exactly the same as I remember, completely unchanged. Well, it's only 2664 and just over a year has passed since I entered hyperspace.
The Smart City Design Institute? Is this related to the Gestos Smart City?
The distant beacon supercomputer, SAM, was upgraded to Gestos right here. And it was in this very place that I became the perfect authorizer. As the smart city took shape, the equipment housing Gestos was gradually moved into it. Once construction was completed, the Design Institute's mission was declared accomplished.
So why aren't we heading to the Smart City? Does the Perfect Authorizer's off need to be activated here?
Well, you said you're from the year 2713 and that Kieran's reality reshaping program failed, right? Did you really think that the source of the temporal anomalies was omnium radiation? It seems that after the cataclysm, humanity's research into omnium has regressed. This is completely unacceptable. In 2664, humanity still couldn't control omnium, but with you as the perfect authorizer, a new hope has emerged. Kieran's reality reshaping program isn't just some reckless plan. If we want to fully resolve the issues with those aberrations, welcome to the smart city of 2661. The place where it all began.
2661? This place is nothing like where we were before.
Commander Antoria.
Don't worry, he can't see you. Labby, is something bothering you? Is the experiment not going well?
The Authorizer's selection process has been ongoing for over a year. We've gradually expanded its scope, but the highest cybernetic link compatibility we've found so far is just 93%. We're out of options, so we've called in the Hyperspace Defense Force for testing. We're counting on you now, Commander Antoria, and the entire Defense Force.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. There's no need to stress. Honestly, I'm surprised myself. I never expected I had the potential to become an authorizer.
Commander?
Yes? What's up? Do I have fried chicken crumbs on my face?
No, it's just... you seem different today. Suddenly a lot more approachable.
It's just your imagination. You're making me sound so scary. All right, let's start the test quickly. Oh, and could you grab the main control component from the circuit control device? I'll need to take it back to the base for further research once the test is done.
The main control component is right over there, Commander. Go ahead and take it.
Thank you. Good luck with your experiments ahead. In and out, and I've got the main control component. Jealous? Don't worry, once you become the perfect authorizer, you'll be pulling this off too. The main control component is installed and the circuit controller is starting up. Please wait a moment for the activation process to complete.
Was that?
We've returned to a fragment of the network's past, essentially accessing a shard of its stored data. This raw data was used to generate the virtual Ida, and as a regular authorizer, you can't influence it.
As the perfect authorizer, can you freely access the raw data of these shards?
Is your understanding of the perfect authorizer truly that limited? That won't do it all. You just mentioned Ida on the outside, and how Shirley became the nemesis. Don't you want to change all of this?
Do you know how to change it?
You'll figure it out when you become the perfect authorizer.
What about you? Once I become the perfect authorizer, is there anything you want to do?
Of course. Now that I can finally leave hyperspace and complete my mission, I'm ready to make up for everything I've missed. Great food, delicious drinks, fun times. I don't want to miss a thing. So hurry up and become the perfect authorizer. Then I can hand this burden over to you and finally enjoy some peace and quiet.
Still as blunt as ever, huh?
The circuit controller has been activated. Using the circuit controller up ahead, I can officially activate your authorizer source code. Excited? Then dive right in.
Where is this place? Gesthos?
Candidate Authorizer, Antoria. Initiating cybernetic link compatibility testing.
Are you Gesthos? I'm Antoria, commander of the Defense Force. I've just returned from my 3rd long-term reconnaissance mission in hyperspace. During this mission, we collected critical data on hyperspace and the Void Entity. This intel will be pivotal in our efforts to neutralize the Void Entity and contain the temporal anomalies. I understand the authorizer selection is crucial, but Kieran mentioned that it doesn't depend on any individual's qualities. It's all about finding the chosen one. So please let me go as soon as possible. There's so much waiting for me outside, and I really don't have time to waste. You've already found Pippin with a 93% compatibility rate. That's pretty high, right? The authorizer just below him, Kalpa, apparently has only an 84% compatibility with you, and the others have even lower rates. Instead of wasting time with the authorizer selection process, just let me return to hyperspace.
The cybernetic link compatibility test is complete. 100% compatibility. Congratulations, Antoria. You are now humanity's one and only perfect authorizer.
I'm the perfect authorizer? You... Wait, are you okay? It looks like you're struggling with something. Fighting with all your might. Are those computer viruses?
In this world, only you can see me like this. I'm sorry, but I might not be able to help with the reality reshaping program.
I feel like you've changed. There's a sense of familiarity. Are you speaking inside my mind now?
Our compatibility is 100%, which means our minds now think as one. However, this is your first time logging in as an authorizer. I've adjusted my information flow to help you gradually adapt to the cybernetic link.
Thank you, but that's not the priority right now, is it? I can see those viruses. They seem to be closing in on your core.
My core functional block is under strain. With the development of the smart city, I'm currently channeling as much computing power as possible to combat the viruses, but they've already exceeded my capabilities.
I can help you. I can sense them. As long as I focus, I can reach every corner of your server and eliminate them. A fully intact Gesthos is essential for the reality reshaping program.
Don't be reckless. If your consciousness data is hid by the viruses, you'll perish inside my server, and the Defense Force will lose its commander.
If I don't act, you won't survive until the reality reshaping program is complete, right? I can at least inform Kieran and... Wait, you don't know who infected you with the virus?
Unfortunately, no. As you humans would say, I was sneak attacked by an unknown enemy. Aside from you, I can no longer trust any humans. But that doesn't mean I'll abandon humanity entirely.
You have a solution, but you need my help. Tell me what to do. I'll do anything for the sake of humanity's survival.
Have you heard of the AI black box? You input a question and receive an answer, but no one knows how the answer is generated. Just after evaluating your compatibility, I recalculated a way to save myself. Now, with you as a new variable, I finally have hope. First, you must enter hyperspace. Second, another perfect authorizer must emerge. When both of these happen, I will be saved.
But you just said you have no idea where the answer came from. The first part is easy for me, but what about the second? Is there another perfect authorizer out there?
There aren't any. The members of the Defense Force who returned from hyperspace with you have all been tested. You are the only perfect authorizer.
And since neither you nor Kieran are planning to expand the authorizer selection criteria, where will another perfect authorizer come from?
If there isn't another perfect authorizer, then you can create one. Your existence makes it possible to replicate the perfect authorizer.
Me? Hey! What are you doing to me? I know we share one mind now, but respect my privacy, all right? What are you doing inside my head?
Do not resist. Comply. You are the one and only perfect authorizer.
What is this?
This is the key to achieving 100% cybernetic link compatibility. I call it the source code. Anyone with a compatibility rate above 80% can use it to become the perfect authorizer.
So, you mean Pippin? When the reality reshaping program reaches its final stage, the most compatible candidate will arrive here to initiate the global origin resonance process, which will then trigger the global retracement.
When the time comes, I can transfer the source code to him. Once he becomes the perfect authorizer, I'll gain full access to his thought process. As long as he isn't linked to the one who planted the virus, he'll be able to initiate the retracement and save all of Ida.
And you, impacted by the retracement as well, will revert to the time before the virus infiltrated your system. But what if he's collaborating with the one who implanted the virus?
Exactly. So we need an alternative plan.
Are you going to back yourself up before the virus corrodes your system?
Not only that, but I'm also backing up all of Ida. I need enough data to perfect the calculations, so I've been working on this in secret for quite some time. If the one standing before me is truly an enemy of humanity, no one can predict what they might do. We must safeguard the ultimate truth for future generations. Only then will we be able to leave hope behind.
Are you asking me to back myself up like you, for a future where hope is so uncertain? They'll have to fight, just like I did, with no clear end in sight, only to buy time. If I back myself up on your server to safeguard the source code, where will the other perfect authorizer be? When will they show up?
Among all humans, you are the only one I can trust. The rest lie dormant in the distant beacon's stasis pods.
Since the distant beacon arrived on Ida 117 years ago, those humans from the home planet have been fast asleep. Whoever the human traitor trying to sabotage the reality reshaping program is, it can't be them. Also, there were 60 stasis pods back then, sealed with strange locks that no one could handle. People forced open 2 of them, but the individuals inside died the moment the pods were activated.
The stasis pods were later relocated to the Federation's Hykros for safekeeping, awaiting gradual research. But Ida was so extraordinary, and with the humans preoccupied with cultivating a new civilization, they soon forgot about them. I've conducted secret tests within the management system of the Forgotten Stasis Pods. Inside one of the pods lies B009, a man named Samuel, who has a 90% compatibility rate.
We have no idea how to wake him up, though. Otherwise, he could have been the authorizer for the reality reshaping program.
I've inspected the stasis pods. They're not quite ready to awaken yet, so it seems that Samuel is most likely the future perfect authorizer for this plan.
I see. I'll make sure your core code is passed on to him then. I hope he wakes up at the right time. What are you worried about? I can sense your concerns.
I'm concerned about you. You don't seem to care about yourself, always pushing forward without hesitation or compromise. Yet, you're still young, and sometimes what seems like recklessness is mistaken for insight. But whether it's recklessness or insight, it's your sheer willpower that makes you the perfect authorizer. I hope your willpower will allow you to persevere until the end.
If you're worried about my resolve, don't be. I'll remain in hyperspace until another perfect authorizer appears. I'll deliver this code to Dr. Samuel in the stasis pod first. Then I'll return to back myself up.
Antoria, without you, there's no one left I can trust. When you leave this place, trust no one.
Trust no one. That's what Antoria told me back then.
Based on the documents left in the distant beacon, Dr. Samuel, B009, is the top scientist on board, and the last human to enter the stasis pod. He's been managing SAM since construction of the distant beacon began, bringing the expertise needed to refine and complete iterations of the core code. Considering his 90% compatibility with the cybernetic link, he's undeniable. Dr. Samuel, sorry for disturbing your long slumber. I hope you'll see this message when you awaken. Now, it's my turn. According to Gesthos' calculations, there are 2 indicators. First, I need to enter hyperspace. You're the Defense Force's last line of defense against the Void entity in hyperspace. You're buying us precious time in the real world. If hyperspace falls, it's game over for all of us. But we have no idea whether Gesthos was referring to one of us or both of us. So I've got to enter this virtual world's hyperspace as well. It's crawling with the alteration virus, and just like you, I'll need to fight to buy time for our plan. As for Gesthos' second indicator, someone is destined to become the perfect authorizer, and this person will need the source code. That means I need to wait here for this authorizer to arrive and hand them the source code at the right moment. But none of us know when the authorizer will appear. The war in hyperspace could drag on forever. If we don't eliminate the virus infecting Gesthos quickly, the reality reshaping program could fail. You can't leave hyperspace until the reality reshaping program is completed. If the program fails, you'll be trapped there forever. So, this might be our first and last meeting. Take care of yourself. I hope the Authorizer can save everyone in time. The source code is now in your hands. Due to the virus, the enemy may uncover my role as the Authorizer and the existence of the source code. I've set up some traps to help protect you. You handle the present reality, and I'll take care of the uncertain future. Now, let's give this plan a name. The Reshape the Future plan. I hope we can meet again one day. Same here. Is this hyperspace? Another version of me must be going through the exact same thing right now.
Commander, here's the roster of the latest recruits for the aerial strike team. Sophie, Emily, Jessica, Linda, Megan, and Jana.
Got it. Have we clarified the situation regarding the the void entities in each domain? We need to quickly formulate a combat strategy. How did I end up back here? After the battle in hyperspace failed, guess those must have sent me back.
Antoria's loop starts with her entering hyperspace and ends with the occurrence of the cataclysm.
Commander, here's the roster of the latest recruits for the aerial strike team. Sophie, Emily, Jessica, Linda, Megan, and Jana.
Linda, Megan, Jana. Just like last time. So, if the simulation is correct, does that mean another version of me has already made the sacrifice? Is this the 6th time now? This time I'll find a way to win.
Every time, Antoria strives to find a way to achieve victory.
Commander, here's the roster of the latest recruits for the aerial strike team. Sophie,
Emily, Jessica, Linda, Megan, and Jana.
Huh? Have you already received the list, Commander?
I have a general idea of who they are, so let's put the roster aside for now. First, report on the status of the void entities in each domain. We need to quickly come up with a new combat strategy. Is it over? The next loop is coming, and everything is about to start over again. I've lost count of how many times I've been through this loop. It's the 822nd. Or was it the 823rd? No, it's gotta be the 825th now. Why can't I save them? No matter how hard I try. Is the war in hyperspace just doomed to fail? Guess those. Is this what your countless calculations have led to? Where is that authorizer now? Gestos, why aren't you saying anything? How much time has passed outside? How much time has passed in here?
Commander, here's the roster of the latest recruits for the aerial strike team.
Geez, forget that for now. It's pointless. We need your help over here more. Careful, I've spent ages on this.
Commander, what's wrong?
Come on, what are you standing there for? These battles will only lead to needless deaths. You're better off sticking with me.
Pointless deaths? I don't think so. We may not be the final authorizers of the retracement, but we're the Defense Force. We're buying precious time for the reality reshaping program. If we give up now, the smart city might not be completed in time, and the retracement won't happen. You're our commander. You can't just abandon us. Before we set out, you said that if we could hold on for just one more day, humanity would gain another ounce of hope. Even if we end up trapped in hyperspace, we must fight till the very end. For the people of Ida. That's what all of this is about.
I said that? How come I don't remember? Gestos, even if your calculations lead to the same outcome over and over, I won't give up hope. As long as I can endure one more loop, we'll have a little more hope. Isn't it fascinating here? I can continuously adapt my strategies, and each failure just helps me understand the alteration virus better. This time is the 10,000th or whatever loop it is. The point is, I held on 3 more days than last time. Even though I haven't outsmarted your calculations yet, I've already surpassed my past self. In the next loop, I'll definitely hold out for 3 more days. How many loops has it been now? Whatever. It doesn't matter anymore. I've been waiting for you. But are you really the one?
Is this me?
I've waited so long for you. So long that I almost forgot. Authorizer, do you know how happy I am? I never expected Nem to be so protective of you. She's usually so distant. It's pretty clear she really likes you. Gestos' core code has iterated to a level resembling true humanity now. His calculations were right. You are the one I've been waiting for. You are the hope of the Reshape the Future plan. My hope. My unwavering commitment has been worth it after all. This is something I've always protected. Something I hold most dear. It seems it's time to entrust it to you. Let's go, Authorizer. You know, on my first day of elementary school, there was this sweet teacher at the gate. She taught me this little circle gesture. Said it would bring me luck in my studies.
The once tranquil world is finally starting to ripple. I've now become her hope to break free from this endless cycle.
I didn't realize you were that skilled, researcher.
Who speaking. That sounds like...
Don't recognize me? How about one more Gungnir?
Haggis?
The Spear of Heaven never misses its mark, once cast. Too bad Void Piercer blocked it for you last time. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had to wait this long.
That symbol! You're a god servant! You're the true cleric! Kalpa is just a pawn in your game!
Do you really think you're any different from Kalpa? She's just another lab rat, just like you. She experimented with the wrong code, while you discovered the right one. Thank you for your sacrifices. Your efforts have paved the way for my master's arrival.
You forged Plotty's log, didn't you? And you've been using the virus to control Nem. Who are you, really?
The Void Piercer was just an unexpected experiment. Without her, I could have easily used you to access the bottom layer and claim the source code. It would have saved us all this trouble. Thankfully, these deviations haven't derailed my plans. Only the most loyal servant can wield time and control history, like my master. Only I can be the perfect authorizer. The source code belongs to me.
You wish. The cataclysm was caused by your kind. You god servants. I'll never let it happen again.
Wrong. The cataclysm was caused by Antoria. If she'd confessed back then that she was the perfect authorizer, I would have already seized the source code and completed a global origin resonance. It's all because of her selfish deceit that I had to use a virus to fabricate the perfect authorizer. The global origin resonance 50 years ago failed because of her. Ida collapsed because of her. My master's descent was delayed by 50 years. All because of her. Thanks to you, the network is repaired and the origin resonance will no longer fail. This time, I shall welcome my master's arrival. To be enslaved by the master is a privilege for humans. Antoria, this power now belongs to the master.
Is it over? Authorizer, from now on, this is your story. The shattered world of the future, it's yours to change. Humanity's future belongs to you.
What?
Is this the perfect authorizer's source code? So it was successfully activated after all. Now to... Wait, Antoria! Antoria? Where are you? Antoria?
Auth completed. Authorizer, proceed to the Smart City control layer to log in as the perfect authorizer for the first time.
Antoria. Yes, the control layer of the Smart City. Maybe she's waiting for me there, right? Gestos, where's Antoria?
Authorizer, the network backup restoration and system repair programs are complete. Gestos has vanished after being corroded by the virus. Now, only I remain.
Nam, have you finished repairing the network?
When you became the perfect authorizer, Gestos also completed the transfer with me. Now, I've taken control of Gestos and have become a true hyperdimensional quantum supercomputer. As for Antoria...
Nam, do you know where Antoria is now?
Antoria... She left a holographic recording. Let's take a look.
Antoria!
Authorizer, how are you feeling? Are you comfortable? You'll be alright. Congratulations on becoming the perfect authorizer. You can now edit Shirley's data in the surface layer, allowing her to return to the real world and reunite with everyone. Your data source of consciousness was damaged by Bagus. To keep you alive, I repaired it using mine. Since I've been gone, I'm no longer just data. I'm a human consciousness, uploaded here just like you. There's no need to resurrect me within the network now. You're about to face Bagus and the god servants he represents. The so-called gods they serve claim dominion over time and history. Yet they fear humanity's mastery of Omnium technology and the Tower of Fantasy. To counter this, they've resorted to infiltration and sabotage, fracturing Ida, the very foundation of our survival. The god servants lacked the perfect authorizer's source code back then, so they resorted to using a virus to forcibly control Gestos. As for the cataclysm you mentioned, I believe it was the result of their failed attempt to use Origin Resonance to summon their master. Voidpiercer entered the network, sparking their hope of obtaining the source code. However, I doubt they can easily access the bottom layer. From the moment you drank that Gungnir, the god servants have been watching you. If Voidpiercer hadn't intercepted that strike for you, you would have become a puppet of the god servants. They would have gained access to the bottom layer, halted the network's restoration, and likely stolen the source code within me. You need to protect the half of the source code you hold and find a way to reclaim the part that Bagus stole. No matter who this so-called master is, we can't let them reach Ida. Now, you're the only one who can trigger the perfect Origin Resonance and restore the fragmented Ida. The future of Ida and humanity rests in your hands. Antoria, commander of the Temporal Anomaly Response Force, perfect authorizer, and executor of the Reshape the Future plan. Your journey is about to come to an end. I broke my promise to you. I feel a deep sense of regret, knowing I won't be able to witness the future you're about to build. But I believe it will be truly beautiful. Don't be too sad. After all, I'm just a consciousness backup. The real hyperspace has a different set of rules for time and space. There's still another Antoria out there. She might still be alive. Please, do whatever it takes to find her. The road ahead is yours to walk, hand in hand, together.
Antoria.
She left with a smile, having completed her mission.
Nem, tell me, is this true?
Okay.
Why?
The auth for Perfect Authorizer is now activated. Although only half of the source code remains, with my help, Shirley can safely escape. I haven't fully adapted to the algorithm ARC server yet, so I need to stay here for now.
What about Bagus? Have you found out who he is?
I'm sorry. He's been deliberately blocking his thoughts. He's a highly skilled authorizer, and I can't hear him. However, I can trace part of the source code he obtained. His data source of consciousness has fled to Kylo with it.
Kylo? Could the God Servants have come from there?
No matter where they came from, or how many there are, they must not be allowed to get their hands on the complete source code. Otherwise, they'll be able to trigger the origin resonance. I don't know who their master is, but there's no doubt they pose a threat to humanity.
All right. I won't let them succeed. If they come for the source code, I'll seize the opportunity to avenge Antoria.
By the way, apologize to Shirley for me. Our data source of consciousnesses were entangled back then, and I had no choice but to bring her into Guesthos.
I understand. You had your own reasons. I don't think Shirley will blame you.